Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my weekly makeup basket. I haven't done one of these in a pretty long time. Quite honestly, I didn't wear too much makeup over the past month because I was in my finals. So I didn't have time to eat. I didn't have time to sleep. So I definitely didn't have time to do makeup. But I have been able to wear makeup for the past week and a half. Normally I like to do these weekly makeup baskets once every week or every 2 weeks. I'm going to try and be really good about doing it once a week for 2018 because I want to start using an eyeshadow palette every single week. What I want to start doing during my weekly makeup baskets is take pictures of the different eyeshadow looks that I do throughout the week using the same palette. I'm going to try to take pictures for you guys. I'm terrible at taking selfies, but I'm going to try and take pictures for you guys. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have used 4 different palettes. By the end of the month, you guys can see the different eyeshadow looks, and if you want to see a chatty get ready with me doing your favorite look out of the 4 palettes all month, then you can just let me know down below in the comment section. I can film a get ready with me showing you guys how I got that specific look with that specific palette. So let's go ahead and get started. The palette that I actually used for the past week and a half is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this is the Warm Neutrals palette. I was actually thinking about decluttering this palette because I am starting to do my makeup collection and declutter series. I'm going to start that in January. So I really want to start using the first couple of palettes that I'm going to use are palettes that I'm thinking about decluttering, and I just kind of want to test out. I'm a little underwhelmed with this palette. What I don't like about it is that the colors are the pans are very hardly pressed. So it takes some work to build up some of these colors. The mattes in here are a little bit on the dry side, and they seem to kind of blend away into nothing. So to get the look that I had today, I actually used this shimmer shadow, which by the way sucks unless you use like MAC Fix Plus. Is what I'm wearing all over my eyelid today. And then the mattes, I actually use this one and this one in my crease today. This one is deep in my crease, and then this one is kind of what I use as my transition color to kind of blend everything out. It took me a long time. I had to go back and forth and kind of build these colors up. So overall, I was able to come up with a few good looks using this palette. One day I ended up doing like a 2 different shimmer shadows. So one was a little bit towards the outer V, and one was more towards the inner part of my eye. And unless I used MAC Fix Plus, you couldn't tell the difference between the 2 shadows. They kind of blended into each other. So for that reason, I may declutter this one. It's worth it if you get it on sale, but just note that you may have to work with this one in order for your look to come out nicely. I just wasn't super impressed with the shimmers in there, so I actually ended up pulling in a single shadow this week. This is the Infallible eyeshadows in the color Amber Rush. I love these. I'm sure you guys have heard about these. I feel like nobody really talks about these anymore, but I love using these as just kind of a really pretty pop on the lid. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So because I wasn't feeling some of the shimmer shadows in there, I ended up just popping that one on the lid. And whenever any one of my shimmer shadows and any palettes just fail me, I reach for like a pigment, or I reach for one of these because these are just absolutely stunning. So the rest of the products in here are lip products and cheek products. So let's go ahead and start off with the palette, the highlighter palette that I was using this week. I fell in love with this highlighter palette. This is the Spotlight Highlighting 6-color palette from BH Cosmetics. I don't know, I've only heard one person talk about this. Oh gosh, I don't remember her name. Christy something. She raved about this palette, so I went out and got it during Black Friday. These are the softest highlighters I have ever touched. Oh my gosh. And it's actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I pretty much wore this highlighter palette all week, but feel like this is a dupe for the, what's it called? Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette with Anastasia. These are just beautiful. They're super soft, and I feel like the pigmentation is there, so you can actually tell the difference between the different highlighters. There's no chunky glitter in them, so they just give a really, really nice like sheen to the skin. The color I'm wearing today is actually this peach one in Dream. Sorry guys, I don't want to blind you with this mirror, but I'm actually wearing this peach one in Dream. This one right here is I want to say the driest out of all of them in Ethereal. It's the really, really stark white one. Radiance, it's a little bit dark, but if I blend it with the white one or with any of these pink ones, it'll be like the light pink ones, it'll be okay. Glow is absolutely beautiful. I really, really love Glow, but I'd say my favorite one in the entire palette, that's Glow right there. My favorite one in the entire palette is most definitely Dream, that peachy one, because I don't have that many peachy highlighters in my collection. And the other highlighter that I use this week is from JCat Beauty. This is actually an eyeshadow. This is in the color 102 Dulce de Leche, and this is a stunning, stunning highlighter. It's more like a champagne colored highlighter. I'm running out of room to swatch here, you guys. So it's like a champagne colored highlighter. Again, no glitters. It just gives a really, really nice like sheen to the skin. Absolutely beautiful. This you can kind of buff it out to give you a very subtle highlight, or you can build it up. Like if you put like a cream base underneath it, you can build it up. I want to say I wore this in one of my videos this week. But it's definitely worth it, and it's pretty inexpensive. You can get JCat Beauty at Ulta. Actually, I want to say you can get this highlighter palette. I want to say you can get the BH highlighter palette. I ordered off the website because I wanted to get a few more things, but I want to say you can get it off of the Ulta website. So, and the other highlighter that I use is actually part of a blush. So this is the CC Plus Radiance Ombre Brush in the color Sugar Plum. I use both the blush and the highlighter in here. So the blush is a really, really nice, like plummy blush, but the highlighter is stunning. I feel like this highlighter is it's the highlighting portion of this is large enough that you can actually fit a highlighting brush in here. So this is one of the brushes that I use to highlight, and you can actually fit your highlighting brush in there. So I don't have any problem picking up just the highlighter portion of this blush. But there it is, swatch. Absolutely gorgeous highlighter, and I like that it kind of has that like pinky purpley tone that mixes in with the highlighter because of the blush. There's a couple of other like ombre blushes from IT Cosmetics, but I haven't seen any that have like this shimmer in it. So the other one in like Je ne sais quoi and the coral one aren't like shimmery like this. They're more of like a matte like ombre blush, so you're not really going to get the same highlighter in those that you would in this one. So I only really like using that one specifically for the highlighter. So I have two other cheek products here. I use the Becca, these are the beach tints, so they have shimmering skin perfectors kind of blended in to the beach tint. This one's raspberry and opal. I really love these. I pulled this one out because these are just the colors that I've been going for in blushes. You guys are going to see a trend here. These are just the colors that I've been gravitating towards, these like plummy purple colors. But I really, really like this one on days where I'm kind of doing like I don't want to say like a no makeup look, but I want something softer on my cheeks, because you want to use a small stippling brush with this, and it's definitely going to give you like a flush of color. It's not going to be as intense as any of the other blushes. You can build them up, but this is just going to give you a really nice wash of color. They also smell really good. They smell like candy. So I really enjoy using these. The other blush I use this week is the Gellar Blush-N-Brighten in the color Berry. I love these blushes. I don't know why people don't talk about these. I've heard maybe a few people talk about these on YouTube, but not that many people talk about these blushes anymore. So it has this really gorgeous like marbling on the blush. Some of these have a lot more shimmer than others. I feel like this Berry one has a very light shimmer but no glitter in it. Definitely a buildable blush, but it's like it doesn't look like it. It looks a little intense in the pan, but because it has that marbling, it's actually a little bit more sheer in comparison to the rest of these blushes. Another blush I was loving and I used this week, this is the Floral Blush. These are the Duo Cheek colors from BH Cosmetics. I have all three of these and I love these. However, these do have a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you'll be able to see the glitter in there, but it's a very, very fine glitter. I don't really think it shows up that much on the skin. Sorry guys, these swatches are kind of bad. I don't think this shows up that glittery on the skin. This is actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I don't really feel like I can see the glitter in there, but it sometimes translates. It sometimes translates, but for the most part, I just get a really nice like golden shimmer in there. And then the last blush I used this week, this is from the Balm, and this is in the color or in the shade Cabana Boy. Love this blush. And like I said, I don't know if you guys noticed the trend, but I've pretty much pulled out all of my like plummy I feel like all my blushes this week all looked the same. This is actually pretty similar to the BH Cosmetics one, but the BH Cosmetics, like I said, has a little bit more shimmer in there, but the tone is pretty similar. But for the most part, I used the same toned blush this week, but I wanted to pull out all of my like plummy purpley blushes. So the rest of the products I have in here are all lip products. One of the lip duos that I wore this week, I'm going to show you the coordinating lip liner that I use. I love wearing lip liner, so I'm going to show you the coordinating lip liner that I use along with the lipstick. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick and Lip Liner in the color Sinner. Spoiler alert, this is going to show up in one of my like disappointing products video. I didn't like the way this one wore in comparison to all of the other Kat Von D liquid lipsticks that I own. And I own quite a few. I own over 10 of these. And for some reason, this formula is just not good. I don't know if it's because of the color. This is one of like the limited edition colors that she released. And I feel that it wore away kind of funny. It was a little bit on the patchy side. I did end up having to go in with a second layer to really build up this color. And even with the lip liner, it kind of just wore a little funny. So I actually ended up topping it off. I wore this in a few videos and people really seem to like this color. I ended up topping it off with this. This is the Marc Jacobs Enamored glosses, and this is in the color Cha-Cha Changes. This was in one of their like little mini lip gloss sets. I really like wearing this over like deeper or darker colors. It has like this bluish purple shift to it. It's just absolutely beautiful. But what I liked about this, I don't know if you guys can see that like iridescent glitter in there. What I liked about this is that the formula of this, because they are a little bit on the like thicker side, they're a little bit stickier, not super sticky, not like the MAC lip glosses, but because it is a little bit sticky, it works really well with the liquid lipstick formula. It's going to break down the liquid lipstick just enough to kind of melt into it, but not enough where it just completely disrupts the liquid lipstick underneath. It's going to kind of melt into the liquid lipstick, and it's going to turn your liquid lipstick into like a long wearing satin lipstick. So once I applied this gloss on top of the Kat Von D when it was starting to kind of wear down, this lasted me the rest of the night. I didn't have to reapply the lip, or the rest of the day basically, because I ended up having to retouch this like sometime around noon. And when I went to sleep at night around like 10, 11 o'clock at night, This was still on my lips. You could still really see the color on there. It was absolutely beautiful. And I've been pairing these in particular with a lot of liquid lipsticks, and I really like the way it transforms liquid lipsticks. Another liquid lipstick that I did this Marc Jacobs lip gloss with is this Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in the color Bombshell. I wore this, I want to say a little bit earlier this week, and I wore it with the BH Cosmetics Waterproof Lip Liner in the color Samantha. This actually pairs really nicely as like an ombre lip, so I don't know if you can see it right there, the Samantha lip liner with the Huda Beauty lipstick. But when that started to wear away, I topped it off with the Marc Jacobs lip gloss, and I really liked that combo. I like the formula of the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks on their own. That did seem to last me a pretty long time. It's a little bit on the liquidy side, not super liquidy, but it dries down like this very nice, like almost velvety texture. So your lips don't stick together. I've had some liquid lipsticks do that to me, where they still feel a little bit tacky. Another combo that I did this week is the Catrice Ultimate Stay Lip Liner in the color Holly Rosewood. I don't know why that was so difficult. And that's a swatch of it right there. And then I use the Bite Beauty Multistick in the color Brioche. And that's a swatch of it right there. I like these Bite Beauty Multisticks, but I don't know. I don't think they're anything like extraordinary. I prefer the Amuse Bouche lipsticks, so I probably wouldn't purchase full sizes of those. Then I wore this one in one of my videos, this combo right here. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit. This was part of like their like mermaid collection, and this is in the color Coral Crown. This is probably as metallic as I'll get when it comes to lipsticks. So it's got this really pretty like sheen on there, and I paired this with the NYX Lip Liner in the color Cabaret. It was a really pretty pairing in my opinion, because I wanted to make it a little bit more of like a plummier color, because I felt like this was coming off like a little bit more on like the brownie side. So I wanted to bring out some of those like plummy undertones that this lipstick has, and I think this made a really good pairing. And then again, when it started to kind of dry down a little bit, I topped it off with the Marc Jacobs lip gloss. I use that Marc Jacobs lip gloss like all week. And then the lipstick that I'm wearing today, I used this Jante Bleu lip liner. I think I got this in like a BoxyCharm or something like that, in the color 933 Natural Beige. And the Kat Von D, these are one of the studded lipsticks in the color Lolita 2. This is a really gorgeous lipstick color. It is a little bit on the drying side, and it does like pull on your lips a little bit. So because of that, I wouldn't really recommend this lipstick formula. I got this because this was like a limited edition color for the holidays, I'm gonna say like last year. That's the reason I picked this up, but I definitely wouldn't recommend these lipsticks. So that's it. That's all of the makeup that I used over the past week and a half. And my thoughts and opinions on some of these products. Perhaps you were interested in picking up one of these products, especially during the holidays when they're doing a lot of sales on makeup products. So hopefully my opinions on some of these products helped you guys out and help you guys make a decision. And please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I normally post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on Sundays, I like to do a weekly makeup basket. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.